Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing okay. So there's a lot of like YouTube billionaires out there, and they like to show off their flashy retirement accounts with multi-million dollar figures and all kinds of like crazy dividends and distributions coming in. But I thought it might be good to maybe show you something a little bit more realistic and something more for like the average Joe or the average Jane, especially for like people that are like kind of starting out. So YMAX came out on January 17th, and right now, like the individual retirement account contributions for 2024, like if you're under 50, the amount is $7,000 per year. But if you're 50 and over, you can put in another $1,000 on top of that, so $8,000. So what I tried to do was like I wanted to show you more realistic scenarios. So for example, I wanted to show you what happens if you bought like near the open, bought near the high, bought near the low, bought near the close, and then I also did like an average of like the four, just to kind of show you like what could happen. Like so, for example, on like this line here, like the first day of trading, you could have bought like YMAX like $19 and 80 cents at the open, $19.91 at the high. If you bought like at the high, $19.69 if you bought at the low, and then $19.90 if you bought near the close. And then I just did like a average just to kind of show you like where like a typical person could probably buy at. And then I also did like for like the under 50, like the amount of shares that you could buy. If you bought like at for example, like if you bought at the open, like if you divide like $7,000 by 1980, and that gives you 354 shares. And then I also did the same thing if you're over 50, and you put in $8,000, and you get 404 shares, and then so on and so forth for like the high, low, close, and average, just to show you like what could happen. So let's fast forward a little bit to February 15th, like the first distribution payable date. And then I also wanted to show you what would happen if you reinvested like your shares. So again, I wanted to show you like the different range of prices. So like the open was like $20.55, so on and so forth. And then like the average was like $20.61. The distribution was 53 cents per share. So so and then I'll also show you like the dollar amounts. Like so for example, if you're under 50, you put in the $7,000, you would have gotten $188.75, so on and so forth, all the way down to like to the average of $188.51. And then the same thing for like the over 50 crowd, you would have gotten $215.72 if you reinvested like at the open, and then 214 for the high, and so on and so forth. And then I also wanted to show you like the how many shares you would have gotten if you had reinvested. So you would have gotten roughly like nine additional shares for the under 50 crowd, and then for the over 50 crowd you got around like 10. And again, like these are like rounded, so like so for like if you bought like near the low, you would have gotten like 11, just to kind of like make the math easier, and make everything a little bit cleaner. So then I also did like the updated share counts. So like the end of like February 15th, these are like the amount of like shares that you could have gotten. So we bought like near like the open like 363, and then the average of like 362, and then for the people that are over 50, put in more money, so you've gotten 415 shares, and so on and so forth. And then let's move forward to like the other dates. And this is just to kind of like maybe if somebody wants to kind of jot this down, just to see what could have happened. So like on March 14th, you've gotten like 57 cents per share, and then I'd show you like kind of like the updated like distribution amounts for the month for under and over 50, and then like again you've and then the amount of like new additional shares that we chose to like reinvest. So we've gotten like 10 if you're under 50, and then over 50 we've gotten 11. And then I gave you like the updated like share counts for the under 50 and over 50 count. And just to kind of like scroll down a little bit more to like the next month, for April 17th. So then they paid out like 63 cents per share, and I give you like the updated dollar amounts, and then like the additional reinvested shares. So as you can see, even for like a small account, you can kind of see like the snowball like slowly getting a little bit bigger at each month. So those, I don't think there's any need to kind of like exaggerate or kind of inflate like your ego. Even for like people with like more modest sized accounts, like you're still doing fairly well. Again, for May 15th, you got some additional 73 cents per share. And then you see like the updated distribution amounts, and you can see like it's still like month over month, like you can see like nice healthy increase in like your distributions. And then like you see like the additional shares keep getting a little bit bigger, and then your updated share counts starting to get pretty healthy. And then this is like the latest distribution amount, so another 73 cents per share. And then like the new distribution amounts. So even at the low end, so let's say like 288 bucks at 86 cents, like if you bought like near the high, and then on the other hand, for like the ones that are over 50, and you're able to reinvest your distributions into additional shares, you can you're still making like, and you just have them invest like near the low. You got $334.50. And again, like the additional shares are nice. 15 for like the under 50 crowd, and over 50 crowd you got another 17 shares. And then just to kind of give you like a quick comparison, like so like if you're under 50, you have like a like on average, you started you're ending at June with like 413 shares, and then you, just to go back near the beginning, like you started off with 353, and then like slowly but surely you're accumulating up to 413. And the same thing for like the over 50 crowd, like you have like 471 on average, and then like and you started with like 404 like on average. So it's pretty nice pickup, and that's like you're just like reinvesting. And then just to like, let me just like slide over, so because I wanted to show you like the comparison between like what you started with at the beginning of the year, and then kind of like the current amounts. So again, like the open, high, low, and close, and then the kind of like the average amounts. So even on average, if you started with 7,000, you now have like additional $1,000, and then like for the over 50 crowd, so let's say like you start off with 8,000 bucks. Like if all you did was reinvest like your distributions and additional shares, now you have like 9,200. And just kind of show you like you have a pretty healthy like return on like investment, like at least like 15%. And this is just not even like a full year. This is just like from January up to June. So I thought like this might be like helpful for some folks, like especially for like the little guys, like the average Joes and average Janes. Even if you start off small, you're still up like a respectable amount, if you kind of like persevere and kind of like and you're willing to like to reinvest, and be patient. So hope this is helpful for some people. If you like this type of content, please consider giving this a like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.